On the stump, Kennedy can be dominating, imposing, and masterful. But off the stump, in personal interviews, he can become stilted, elliptical, and at times appear as if he really doesn't want America to get to know him. Why do you want to be president?
Well, were I to make the announcement and to run, the reasons that I would run is because I have a great belief in this country that it is as more natural resources than any nation
I have no idea what I want to be the president. My brothers, I look like my brother. Girls like me. I would get my own jet aircraft. What did old Roger Mudd say about Ted Kennedy when he was running against Jimmy Carter, right? He was going to oppose an incumbent president. It was a big, big deal. As a Democrat, running against another Democrat, he had no earthly idea. This crazy interview, what do they say? Stilted, elliptical, sounded like he didn't want America to get to know him. Sounds like somebody we know, doesn't it? Kamala Harris has been blowing herself up in mainstream media interviews. It is stunning. If we had a healthy country, the reaction right now would be what they did to Ted Kennedy back in 1979. This guy cannot be president. He's not his brother. Anyway, we don't have that kind of country, so only certain pockets, right, are really figuring this out. And maybe, just maybe, it's breaking into the mainstream. You can't act like this and be the president. You just can't. Now, a lot of folks, well, what about Trump? Well, what about Trump? I mean, we know all of his issues. We know this guy. He has been running for president since November of 2022. In addition to his full term as president and the campaign for president, we know who he is. And he put himself through the rigors of campaigning, like you're supposed to do when you're campaigning, when you're running for the toughest job in the land. Town halls, interviews, this podcast, Caitlin Collins, you name it, he has been everywhere, as you're supposed to do when you're running for president, at least in a healthy country where you're not trying to hide things from people. Kamala Harris, how long has it been since she got on that campaign trail? 79 days. And she spent basically most of that essentially in hiding. And when she has come out, it's been tightly scripted with only the friendliest of interviewers / hosts. People like Oprah Winfrey, remember that big spectacular? She walked in like she was some sort of game show winner. She just won the Showcase Showdown. Everybody congratulating her. Woo, 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 woo. And Oprah gave her that big hug. It was amazing. We never found out anything of substance. You could pick up little things, though. Oprah Winfrey was disgusted. We've known Oprah a long time. We've been watching her a long time. And I know when Oprah's not impressed, she wasn't impressed. Remember when she went, Kamala did, to the National Association of Black Journalists? Yep, she sat down with them, and they were kind of weirded out as well. They had better questions. Her answers were stilted, elliptical, and like she didn't want anybody to get to know her. When she said goodbye, watch how they reacted. It's kind of amazing. Oh, boy. What the hell was that all about? Kamala and Bill Whitaker. This guy on the left, CBS News. You see, I can't call him fake news anymore. He was doing his job because mainstream media, dominant media, maybe they've had it with her, carrying her water. This guy's reaction, he was reacting to, for all of us, really. He couldn't believe the vagueness, the vapid person sitting in front of her. At least that's how I read it. And we'll go into it in a moment. I know you've seen these clips all day long, but there are a couple of gems here, and I'm going to put a slightly different twist on it. With just 4 weeks left to go. 4 weeks until Election Day. It's really happening. I felt like this would never, you know what I mean? It just seemed so far away, and here we are. All right. So here's a person who clearly doesn't know what to say, and if she does know what to say, she doesn't want to say it. Watch.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
All right. Now, what did she just say? Let's try to figure it out. She said nothing. The work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or as a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region. All right, Kamala, you got to say something in this interview, so try your hardest to appear like you're smart, but I think it's the opposite effect, don't you? How about everybody knows the grocery bills are high, right? Very, very high. What will you do about it? That's a specific question here.
Groceries are 25% higher, and people are blaming you and Joe Biden for that. Are they wrong?
We now have historic low unemployment in America among all groups of people. We now have an economy that is thriving by all macroeconomic measures. And to your point, prices are still too high. And I know that, and we need to deal with it, which is why part of my plan, you mentioned groceries. Part of my plan is what we must do to bring down the price of groceries.
Running out the clock, appearing like you're doing something, but you're doing nothing. Elliptical, stilted, just like that Ted Kennedy guy, and just like any kid who had to do a book report but didn't read the book, right? We've all been there, haven't we? Haven't we? All right, I know Bart Simpson has. Love this show. Bart Simpson, the day they were playing the Model UN, and Bart was the delegate from Libya and was supposed to know all things about Libya and Muammar Gaddafi. Watch what happened.
Okay, Libya, exports.
Yes, sir, you American pig.
Nice touch.
Let's see. The exports of Libya are numerous in amount. One thing they export is corn, or as the Indians call it, maize. Another famous Indian was Crazy Horse. In conclusion, Libya is a land of contrasts. Thank you.
All right. Yep. It's perfect. To me, that's what Kamala's doing. Saying stuff that sounds like stuff, but it really isn't stuff. And this guy understands. All right. And then when she does come up with an actual policy, if you can call it that, it's right out of AOC's playbook.
My plan, Bill, if you don't mind, my plan is about saying that when you invest in small businesses, you invest in the middle class, and you strengthen America's economy. Small businesses are part of the backbone of America's economy.
But pardon me, Madam Vice President, the question was, how are you going to pay for it?
Well, one of the things is I'm going to make sure that the richest among us who can afford it pay their fair share in taxes.
The guy's just, pay their fair share. We're going to tax the rich, all right? A second grader's plan to get the economy straightened out. Or AOC's plan. Remember, she wore that dopey dress, tax the rich. Yeah, that will solve all of our problems. The rich are smart. They always find a way to not pay their taxes. And there are not enough rich people to tax to fix all the issues that they want to fix. All right. Oh, and Whitaker, the 60 Minutes guy, he was relentless at times, just all the contradictions, and she was scared.
You have changed your position on so many things. You were against fracking, now you're for it. You supported looser immigration policies, now you're tightening them up. You were for Medicare for all, now you're not.
Did you notice anything? Right in the middle of it, her throat, she does a big gulp. Oop, I'm busted here. I've been there before. We've all been there, right? It's easier to tell with the man, right? The Adam's apple, but she is nervous, just like Tim Waltz was the other night. Remember? Watch this, a big gulp. Man, that guy's really smart and knows what he's talking about. I'm just a knucklehead. All right, let's see. Back to the interview on 60 Minutes. I like this part.
Let me tell you something. I am a devout public servant, you know that. I am also a capitalist. And I know the limitations of government.
Kamala Harris has been in government for decades. She was first elected San Francisco District Attorney in 2003, then California Attorney General. She went on to the U.S. Senate and now Vice President. A quarter of registered voters still say they don't know you. They don't know what makes you tick. And why do you think that is? What's the disconnect?
Make up a good one, Kamala. Make it up. We'll have her answer in a moment, but the whole question was kind of beautiful, right? She says that she's a capitalist, right? A capitalist. No, she's not. And then that guy goes through her career as a politician. You're not a capitalist if you're getting paid by the government. I could make that case. All right, so how are you going to fill in the blanks, Kamala?
It's an election, Bill. And I take it seriously that I have to earn everyone's vote. This is an election for President of the United States. No one should be able to take for granted that they can just declare themselves a candidate and automatically receive support. You have to earn it.
This is a cheat. It's a cheat. I mean, she did not get one vote, not one vote for the nomination. 79 days. This is not earning it. She was given it. She was appointed the vice president. This is kind of a cheat. I'm not saying it's like election fraud. It's not that, but it's a cheat. They're trying to cheat the American people, trying to fool us. Again, Kamala and Bill Whitaker. That was very well done by Mr. Whitaker of 60 Minutes. I want to remind everybody, and no one's been going there, a little bit here and there, how she came to power. All right? Thing about this woman, she has really no shame. Yeah, Willie Brown, whatever. He was married. They dated. People, whatever, make mistakes. These things happen. But it's more significant than that. Watch.
All right, notorious for his flamboyant lifestyle. Flashy clothes, fancy parties, fine women.
As we pointed out not too long ago, No, I'm Not was the very first time she was on national television. That was a national profile in the mid-1990s of Willie Brown, the ex-speaker. Are you his daughter? No, I'm not. She was his girlfriend. She was just a lawyer. No big deal. Wasn't the attorney general, wasn't the district attorney. Watch what happens the night that Willie Brown wins the election to become mayor.
You should from now on address me as the mayor.
If ever a man and a municipality were made for each other, it is this man.
What the heck is Kamala Harris doing there? She's right there next to him, as if she has something to do with this. That's a person who I think has no shame. I'm sorry. He's married. She's not the deputy mayor. She's not the vice president. She shouldn't be there, but she's there. She lacks shame. And we lack time. 28 days to go. Can you believe it? I don't believe they're going to be able to fool the American people, because if they can fool more than half the country on this, what else can they pull off? Once again, great job to Bill Whitaker over there at 60 Minutes. Very, very revealing.